Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So Auburn's offense making their way on the field to open this game. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Bringing pressure. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Now that's how you get a playoff game started for a defense. You come up with a huge sack like that, get this offense behind the sticks.
Second down and long from the 9-yard line. And the wideout goes in motion. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's a quick grab. And he'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
Well, you really roll the dice here throwing the football. The offensive line's got to do a much better job of protecting the quarterback. They're lucky that's not a safety.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. The Terrapins offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. The penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
Hey, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Looking to pass here on second down. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Got space looking for the end zone here. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
There's the handoff. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
And 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a 1st down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. It's a run to the left. Oh, what a move. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Well, Kirk, Maryland has the lead here. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the 2nd quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another 1st down. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. The shotgun handoff here. Making people miss. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Well, that is a 1st down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I tell you, every single year on the Plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. And they hand it off to the back. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Over the middle, but he's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The field goal is good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Defense is coming after him. Finds room at the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Just complete domination here by this Auburn defensive lineman, able to come up with that sack. And just think about it over the years since you and I have been doing college football. Well, way back, the guys that Auburn's had, like Andre Bruce, such an electrifying pass rusher off the edge. Tracy Rocker, more from the inside. Nick Fairley, another guy that could dominate. Boy, Auburn's had some great ones.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Drop him back. Looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. And the Terrapins will have to punt this one away. It's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. They start the drive with a good throw to the right. The ball is loose. Ball carrier makes the recovery and also picks up the first down. Quarterback drops back. Fires it to the wideout. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Short connection to the tight end here. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Important 2nd down play coming up. Looking to throw yet again. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion, an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
He fires this throw and is intercepted. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made, a lot of space now. Great cut, they whiff on him. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. So hang on here. We've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. First and 10 play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Running out of time in the pocket. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Brought down. It crosses midfield to the 46.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to...
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Terrapins.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Oh, that one's picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Terrapins.
That is a great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
The extra point makes the lead 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Looking to scramble. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game. And we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, the tight end here just gets lost in coverage. Quarterback does a good job of kind of working through his progressions. He sees that tight end, his eyes light up, makes a great throw and a big gain for this offense.
Quarterback keeps the football. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
The Terrapins pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here comes a handoff. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need.
Touchdown, Terrapins. And the route is on. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Here's a shot toward the right sideline.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen, but where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Can't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is over-committing to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and, man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
Touchdown, Terrapins. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point is good. They're pulling away 35-3. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. On first down, it's play action. Locates the tight end. It's complete. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Trying to extend the play. Using his legs on the scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. On the run here. Lets it go. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. 1st down and 10. Looks left and finds his target there. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. Kirk, Maryland has the lead here. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. We'll check out the stats so far. So let's get back to the action. 1 quarter away. What would be an impressive CFP statement. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He makes the grab. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a 1st down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And the pass is incomplete.
Oh, man. For him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
4th down. He's throwing for it. The pass rush closing in. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Well, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Makes a quick grab. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's got it right near the end zone. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. And the quarterback keeps it here. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing that you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the 4th quarter. Could use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Handoff as they try to work the clock here.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Receiver makes the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And the Terrapins come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback still with the football. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
They're going to run it here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. That's a design quarterback keeper. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.